Morning, Junior. How you doing, man? Oh, the timer sheet has expired. Somehow I thought that was going to be enough time to get ready, and it wasn't, but it's all good. Oh, no, we still got a minute left. I did beat the clock. All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm sure several other people will pop in as we get going here, but still doing the Fire Pro thing, and I'm enjoying it more and more. I'm starting to remember what it was I liked about the old game so much. The detail in programming and just how much depth there is in the AI with this game. It more than makes up for the hokey graphics. So, yeah, it is playing kind of like that old arcade classic tag team wrestling in style, but the logic of this game is so freaking amazing. If 2K could ever, and I know that's never going to happen, but if they could ever find a way to take their game and blend it with the logic of this game, oh my god. Oh boy. But that's why there are two separate games, because this one is going to feast on the logic and how much you can really give personality to each of these creations. As we get started here, there are a lot of new people to the Fire Pro Wrestling world. This is their first time buying one, and again, I was a huge fan. If you go back on the channel far enough, and it might have actually been the previous channel, but we did a whole season of Fire Pro. There was no, back then it was, what, SmackDown versus Raw probably. And we didn't do anything with that season because I sat that game out for a year because I was just sick of THQ at the time. And did a lot of stuff with Fire Pro, fell in love with it. And we're kind of doing that again. You know, it's like seeing an old girlfriend thinking, why'd we break up? So anyway, we're going to be doing that. And I thought I would give some of the new folks a little bit of history and familiarity with the product. So with that, I'm saying, I hear people all the time saying, hey, are you going to post cause for Fire Pro? They're not called cause, okay? If you're going to do this, going to do it right, guys. They're called edits. Hence, that's why you will find them in the edit mode. Wrestling edits, wrestler edits, referee edits, team edits. So they are referred to as edits, not cause, just so you sound like you're familiar with the product. Next thing I'm going to share with you, and then we'll get into doing some stuff today, is, let me switch down here real quick. The screen's going to get wonky for a second. Don't worry, it'll go right away. Wonky, and now it should be perfectly fine. And I'm going to pop over here so you can see this cool website I found. And you can too, and it's right up here in the upper toolbar. I'm not going to try and spiel all that, but hopefully you can get a clean shot of it there on your screen. And it tells you exactly which head is which wrestler, so it'll help you if you want to make some of your own edits to do so easily and quickly, or at least much more quickly than actually hunting through each one saying, does this look like him, or who does this look like? Here they all are. And in some cases, it's like, wow, yeah, spot on. Other ones, man, maybe not so much. Now, the real trick comes is when you realize a lot of big names are missing. A lot of names are missing. And one of the first ones I caught was Sergeant Slaughter. Slaughter's not in the game, didn't make the cut, so to speak. So now I'm kind of looking at these guys thinking, okay, which one of these could be Slaughter after I do some work and all that kind of stuff. So even surprisingly enough, Christopher Daniels maybe a little bit, possibly. I'm looking for somebody obviously with a larger jaw. And John Cena, of course, has the jaw, but he's just too distinctive as John Cena. There's no way you'd be able to pull them off. I actually thought Lesnar was popped back. And that's like, oh my God, it doesn't look like Brock Lesnar at all. But then some of them, like Randy Orton, looks pretty solid, and several other ones actually look pretty good as we get down the list here a little ways. Braun Strowman, spot on. Gable looks amazing. Jordan's really good. Enzo Amore's a waste of space. And then there was, where'd she go? Where'd my girl at? Where is she? Now, I made Bailey. We're going to show that in a little bit, and I just started working on Sasha Banks, and I had to cut it off at that point. Let's see. Got Becky Lynch over here. There she is. Tell me that's not spot on Asuka right there. That is amazing. For such a little, I mean, obviously to compare it with the other game, the graphics are going to be different, but for this type of graphic, to get that much of a lookalike is outstanding. So there again is the site address if you want to go check it out for yourself. If you look to build stuff, then there you go. Rhino's one that I will make unless somebody's already made it. I would say safely expect to see all of these guys uploaded over the next 3 weeks or so. So if you're not a creator, then don't worry about it too much. I am sure somebody will help you out with that. Next thing we're going to jump over to real quick is the Critical Club. This used to be the Fire Pro Club, which I used to belong to. And apparently the owner of that got busted for some kiddie porn. And then the other guys that were high up in the community started their own, and it's called Critical Club. So it's another one of those terms you want to get familiar with. A critical happens in a match, and it's like super exciting when it happens because it's like a move, and normally a finisher, but not necessarily. But it's a move that ends the match instantly with an injury. So you'll see the word critical appear on the screen, and people a lot of times will just mark out for that. So it's called the Critical Club, and my God, if there's anything you want to know about this game, they have got it on their boards. There are eFeds if you want to join something like that. There's the old Fire Pro Classic boards. They've got everything here that is Fire Pro Wrestling. And again, when they were the old company, or not the old company, but the old site, I used to belong to them, and I can tell you right now, super dedicated and just crazy into this game. So, all right, screen's going to get wonky one more time. And we're back. Yeah, and I still can't believe you guys don't have this on Xbox, man. I'm sorry, Lewis. Seth freaking Rollins is here. Wow, man, what's up, dude? Dude, I mean, hold on a minute. We're wonky again. I know. Let's see why not. Because I don't have a reason. Nothing definitive there. It's all opinion and speculation. Let's see if we can find something that's a little more fact-driven. Looks like there's a Reddit page. And there's a petition. First Fire Pro Wrestling game, blah, 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 blah. PS4, PS5, but not the Xbox One, even though... Now, obviously, Sony is a Japanese-based company, so it would be easy to say that might have a little something to do with it. But I don't know any company that turns down money. So again, this is just looks like a petition somebody's got going on. I don't know that you're going to find a legitimate reason that anyone's posted And by anyone, I mean somebody of actual authority that can make those kind of decisions. But to me, I have to believe it's got to do something with the fact that Sony is a Japanese-based company and they're just not going to help Microsoft out. All right, Lewis, well, I'll try and do you solid on that. Yeah, I only found that story out, Theo, I think yesterday, just by fluke going through some old Fire Pro news or something like that. I don't even know how I found it, or it might have actually been on maybe a YouTube video or something like that. Matt, is that really your petition, or you just want to jump on board? If it is, that's pretty cool. All right, well, so let's see. What have we gone over so far? We don't call them calls. We call them edits. Critical is super cool, and that's the name of the website. And I feel like there was a third thing in here, but, well, congratulations, man. You got yourself a little extra notoriety there. Hopefully that helps your cause. Yeah, I mean, my apologies. I try to keep up with comments as much as I can, but when you guys really get a roll going, it's a little tough. So I do tend to miss comments once in a while, but I do my best to try and catch them before I go off stream if I can. So I'm glad that we were able to hook that all up. Corey, I'll tell you what, I enjoy it a little bit more each time I play it, so that's about the best ringing endorsement I can give any game. So let's see. Edit mode. Wrestler. Edit. Pow. And as I said, I was starting to work on... Well, you'll see. So here's Bailey. I made that one yesterday. I was super stoked to find out that they actually have a Bailey head. I do want to go back in and do a little bit more work on the tights. So let's bounce there real quick. Yeah, and that's a good thing. Even if you have Fire Pro for one of the old systems, it plays very much the same. I started reading, well, there was already a patch update, which somebody made a funny comment in one of the boards about, where they were saying, yeah, only out 2 days and already they're putting a patch out there. With 2K, it'll be 3 months before the first patch comes out. And I'm like, yeah, that's about right. So anyway, I was looking at the DLC that's going to be coming out. And the first one's probably in September sometime, it sounds like. It's going to be in the fall. And god dang, it sounds super cool. So it's going to be a promoter thing, but you literally create your own fictitious promotion and you book matches, but then you work with other promoters and other promotions and cross this and that. It just sounds like it's going to be a ton of fun. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to actually just creating a bunch of... I might use some of those fake wrestlers, the ones that they just kind of made up that don't really belong anywhere. All right, so we got thigh. And the layering thing's been a little entertaining as well, getting the layers right. Like right now, I'm going to change the stars out. And let's see what else we can go with here. It's kind of be Bailey-like. That's Asuka stuff there, man. Oh, Lewis, you are the dreamer, aren't you? Yes, there is a way you can download other people's stuff. I'll actually show you that in a minute because I haven't looked at it in over about 24 hours, and I'm telling you, they are just popping stuff out there left and right. Honestly, I could probably get a Sasha Banks that's already done, looking good, but for some reason I've already started on mine, and I kind of want to make it. Oh, so that's how they did that. I was wondering about that. So much of this stuff that is cool, though. I'll tell you, for example, right here. Let me see. No. First you have to select it, I guess. Okay. Come on, man. Let's say I selected that, though. Now I can rotate the leg in the middle section there. If you look down below, part preview, you can rotate it to see exactly how it's going to look. The old one, you had to just hope. You know, like right now on the figure, you can't see it because it's on the side. So until you actually went into gameplay mode, you could not tell what it was going to look like. Whereas here, you can rotate it around and you'll know exactly what you're getting. So many simple little things they've improved on that make a big difference. Oh, we got scorpions. Who knew? Smart move on their part. Let's see how that looks. I don't know. Doesn't scream Bailey to me. I need like flowers or something. Might be able to get away with that. Then we're going to go with that. And then over here, we're going to go back and get those stars. And we'll go white with the stars to have them pop a little bit. There we go. It's Bailey. So since we're kind of doing this open forum thing today and just BSing a little bit, I'm guessing you guys all know who Izzy is. And if not, I will let you know. Izzy is the young girl that was like the super fan for Bailey, especially during her NXT days, was always sitting front row dressed just like her. Cried when, I think, Asuka beat her or something like that. So we knew Izzy was a super fan. What we didn't know is Izzy is, I believe, an 11-year-old girl who, like Bailey, is determined she's going to be a wrestler. To the point where her parents are actually letting her wrestle. I don't know. I think everyone's... If you've not seen the video of Kenny Omega going up against like the 8 or 9-year-old girl in Japan, it just goes to prove that Kenny Omega is in a class all by himself. Because while everybody turns around and talks about Ric Flair could have a match with a broom and get the broom over, Kenny Omega's done it. And he took on this 8-year-old girl, I believe she was in Japan at the time, and the video I think is still available on YouTube somewhere. You have to do a little more searching for it though, because it's been pulled down, I think. And Jim Cornette, if you listen to him like I do, he hates everything about it. I don't think he's a big fan of Kenny Omega's in general, but the fact that it's a slap in the face of the business when you have an 8-year-old girl give a legitimate star a run for his money and almost beat him in a wrestling match. Okay, take that fast forward. Some promotion, some local run-of-the-mill, no-name backyard wrestling promotion. It wasn't really a backyard, but I mean, just literally like 100 people in the stands if you're lucky. Put their title on Izzy. She beat a grown-ass man with a Stone Cold Stunner, which he oversold like Shawn Michaels. It does nothing for anybody. It hurts the business, even though like 100 people saw it. It got on YouTube. It hurts the business. It hurts Izzy because down the line, as she gets older and understands, she's hurting the actual business she wants to be a part of. that a grown man... I mean, look, we know it's predetermined. Come on, it ain't like we sitting here thinking she won a wrestling match. We know that. But when you slap people in the face with it, you've turned it into Cirque du Soleil or the Blue Man Group. It's like now you're not even going for anything resembling athleticism. So, yeah, that actually happened, and I thought it was sick. I've really not experimented too much yet with the match types, and it's like I can't multitask. I start talking to you guys, and I forget to keep on doing this. Save, overwrite. All I've done so far is the cage match. I did do one death match off camera, which was, again, they're the same matches I remember. I generally like just doing a standard match. Now, I don't think 2 out of 3 falls was an option this time around. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. Nah, Cornette does not hate everything. That's not fair, Corey. But he definitely has strong opinions on the things that he does. All right, there was another one. The 8-year-old girl's there. I know the one that you can't find hardly anymore. Kenny Omega fought a blow-up doll. I shit you not if you haven't seen this. And it was an amazing match. Roman Reigns could take lessons in personality from the blow-up doll. Well, yeah, that's what he does. He does a talk show. And, of course, he's going to rant. And a lot of these motherfuckers just piss me off. I'll tell you what, I am one of these people who truly enjoys the word fuck because I just think it's the only word in the English language that can be used for anything. It can be an exclamation. It can be a question. It can be a proclamation. I mean, in any way you want to use a word, you can use fuck, and it works. And Jim Cornette paints with that like an artist would with any chosen medium, whether it be oils or pastels or whatever. He just so artistically uses the word fuck. Oh, I didn't see Coda with a blow-up doll. Yeah, he does. And again, it's a word. I just, I tried cleaning up my act at a point in time. I was, doing the coaching thing, and I had young kids around me. So obviously during that stuff, I never used it. And I was also surrounded by a lot of adults that did not use that kind of language. So I kind of curbed to that. But now that I'm back out in the real world, man, it's like, I'm sorry. God will forgive me, but I love this word. And I don't even think I use it as a swear word anymore. It's just kind of there to decorate sentences a little bit, like a comma or an exclamation point. Or a magic wand. Yes, there you go. Very good. Perfect for me. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Cornette, you know what? I don't always agree with him. And God knows politics, I don't agree with him. But I don't care, man. It's Uncle Jimmy, man. I just shut up and tell me a story, man. All right. Where else are we at here? I got to finish this up. I'm talking too much. I'm doing too little work. And then we'll do some matches. So, again, they got all these character heads, and anyone joining the stream late, just go back to the very beginning. I've got some cool information there for you if you're new to the Fire Pro world, or even if you're not, you might want to check out a couple of websites that I found that maybe you don't know about, one of which has nothing but the photographs up of all the heads, telling you exactly what number it is and which person it is and all that kind of good stuff. And they do it in a very clear, easy-to-follow manner. All right, so let's see. Where was I here? I needed to go back to the arms a little bit more. She's got those weird straps on her arms. I'm not sure how we're going to pull that off. They may actually have it in the game. And as I'm getting more used to how to maneuver around these boards, it's getting a lot easier to create upper arm. All right, let's see what kind of stuffs we got here. This may be a combination thing where you do an upper arm and a lower arm separately. And I probably should have done this with some color just so I can see what's happening. Is that it? Wow, that's it. I have not used this before, so let's see. All right, outerwear's not it. We don't want shirts. We don't want tattoos. Accessories. Let me change the color so I can see what the heck is going on here. Oh, gotta go back and do it again, huh? See, that's actually a pretty cool little gadget there. When did I put an elbow guard on there? I'll have to go back and change that out in a minute. All right, let's go with that. Now that's not nice. She's got a Neanderthal forehead in real life. They're just trying to get it accurate. Might be tattoos. Let's see. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Well, maybe it does, sort of. The first thing we gotta do is get the blues up here. And let's go to our forearm and see what we get over here. Damn, those are some good heavy duty. Might be able to get away with using this one. If we can tie it in together with something else, that's the question now. Hey man, I just call them like I see them. Now, one thing they took out of this game that the old one had, and I think that was a bit of a mistake, is once you put something in, for example, let's say I just put this in, then you could tweak the individual colors on this because you kind of see how it has that lighting effect to it where there's darkers and lighters. Well, you could change each of those individually as well. And that was a good way to get tattoos. You could kind of blur some colors in the right way. And I got a Randy Orton on the old one that just came out friggin' phenomenal. So if I wanted to do tattoos with something like this, it would really help it out a bit. I know I saw somebody do a Sasha Banks already that looks better than it is. I think what I'm going to do is let's go. Somebody was asking about what you can download, so let's go check that out. I may end up just getting somebody else's. So I did tweak the music levels. Like right now on this screen, it's down substantially to like 40% versus the 85 it comes with. And I turned it off in match mode, so you just have the crowd effect. And I haven't tried that yet, but we'll see what that sounds like. I may end up bringing it back in if it just sounds too hokey. But this music does great on your nerves after a little bit. So there was a couple of things with the old game you could do. You could select which of your wrestlers you want to compete in the pause menu, for the lack of it. So when you're up in the main menu, but you haven't decided to play a game yet, maybe you run make a sandwich or something like that, it kind of cycles through things, and then it'll start a match for about 2 or 3 minutes and just let a match play out. So you used to be able to select which ones of your wrestlers would be in that match, where now it doesn't have that option. I thought there was a way where you could select the music that plays, kind of like we can do that with 2K. I could be wrong on that part, but you can't do it with this one. If you can, I can't find it, and I've looked. All right, so Sasha, we're going to delete. Let me think. I will delete her, but not yet. No point in deleting her until I've got something better. All right, so here's how you download. You go to the FPW network. Pow. And I promise we're going to do some matches here. And then you got your options here, which is to view it, which we'll do in a second. That's where you'll download from. Publish if you have anything you want to share with the community. I already put Bailey up there yesterday, so I'm good with that. Uninstall. This is a key one here, man. This took me forever to figure out. I didn't see any videos telling people how to do this. Maybe I'll do one eventually. They have all the videos in the world of how to download, because that was giving people trouble as well. But then, if I download somebody's work, I can't go in and edit it. So what I have to do then is create that same wrestler. So let's say I download Sasha Banks right now, but there's a couple things I don't like about it. I have to create my own, copy that one as the template, then I can change it. But now I've got 2 Sasha Banks. So I want to get rid of the first one that I downloaded. The only way you can do that is here. And that's where you go to uninstall items, and then bow, you can back it out. All right, so download time. It'll send you here to the firepro-w.com, and that's also where you'll go if you want to upload some logos, and I've brought a couple up. I added a Legends, WWE Legends badge, and what else? There was something else, I just can't think of what it is right now. So if you want to just scroll down quickly, it'll show you the most recent, whoa, mercy sakes. It'll show you the most recent additions and uploads, which are a lot of graphics right now. Not sure who that dude is. There's your gold dust. Now, as you can see, a lot of these are going to be in Japanese and English. I only want it in English. So what I may do if I find one I like a lot is I'll download it, but then I've got to do my changes and then go back and uninstall it. So it's a little bit of a pain in the neck, but is what it is. But now that it's gotten out here in North America, we're seeing a lot more like this that are ready to go. Neville, we're going to grab. And how you do that is you go in there and then you hit subscribe, and that's it. That's how you download. Now, when I say download, it's not downloading right now. It's putting it in queue to download. Monoxide Child. I mean, I'm assuming these are real wrestlers for the most part, but some of them I definitely do not know. Okay, so that's the most recent additions are there. Now, I want to see a bunch of them. So I'm going to go to the item list, and that'll pull up the filter, and then from there, you can do whatever you want with it. You can go alphabetical. You can do upload date. I think we'll do alphabetical this time. You can also go most subscribe. Let's go most subscribe, because that means people obviously like them. Subscribing is downloading, in essence. I'm going to go wrestler, but you could do referee. You could do ring texture. I'm not going to bother with the style of wrestling, and I don't want MMA. I do want wrestling. I'm not going to do the class. Let them all be there. Not going to do the gender. Let that all be there. And I do kind of want to focus on American right now. Eventually, I will probably branch out. But immediately, that's what I'm looking at. So Austin, I've already got. Rollins, I've already got. Roman, I've already got. Cena's good. Ambrose, who never should have cut his hair. Yeah, I said it. Samoa Joe, Shawn Michaels. I've got a Ric Flair already. I'm going to stick with the one I got. There's a couple hundred AJ Styles out there. There's The Undertaker, Kevin Owens, Ricochet. I got him. Oh, somebody did do an Arn Anderson. Good. Saves me the time and energy. So the other thing you can do, like if I want to find Arn right now, all I do is go back here again, and then up here I just type in the word. Which I'll do that in a couple minutes maybe, but right now let me just go through and see what's good. Bray turned out awesome. Oh, Sami Zayn. I do not have me a Sami Zayn yet. And I would imagine he's probably got an El Generico with it too, hopefully. Okay, so we grab that. AJ I got. Kyle Kane. It's a good Kane. Let's see. Oh, Velveteen. Oh, this is somebody who knows his business, man. So to upload these kind of photographs, then you have to... I'm kind of wondering how he got all four of them on one screen like that. I might have to mess around a little more. He would have had to do this by uploading it through his PC. Or his Android or iPhone device. You can't upload these kind of pictures through the PS4 itself. Alright, we're taking that. Solid work. Solid work. Good. Michael Hayes is another one I need. Alright, where did he go? Velveteen's up there. We're down here. Billy Gunn I already got. Hey, one of you guys help me out on this, man. Did they not have the Young Bucks supposed to be included in the game? Weren't they on the roster or something? Or am I missing something? I guess I'll take Drew, too. I wasn't real thrilled with the model they came out with for him, but it is what it is. We got Brett already. We got Kurt. Some Sabu action going there. Mr. Perfect, I don't have you yet, but I do now. Stay put. Oh, there's Matt and Nick. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and it's somebody, like I said, knows what they're doing, so we'll take those. Yeah, but as far as I can tell, they're not in the game. But I could have sworn I heard they were. I think I already downloaded Becky. I downloaded a Brock Lesnar, but I wasn't real thrilled with it. And this one looks a little better. Oh, yeah. This is it. We're going to take this one and get rid of the other one. I'm waiting for someone to do Alexa Bliss and put the ponytails on her. So far, everybody's just going with the straight model. And I'm sure I can find... Oh, there's another one. I'm not happy with the one I got, though. There's Sasha. Yeah, I'll just take that one. How do you get all those arm straps on there? I gotta look back and see what he did there. Learn from others. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Another missing name is from the model faces, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I already mentioned Sergeant Slaughter's not there. That's a pretty solid Van Damme. I got a feeling that's the same Miz as the other day that had like no ass. So I'm gonna let that one ride out. Thank you. Let me know what Google tells you. So with this Piper, that's why I was mentioning earlier, if you were watching, when I saw that one with the skirt kind of popping out a little bit. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing with a Piper one, but I think I already have a Piper. Pretty sure. Wilder and Dawson, that's a good call. Now, I'm sure a lot of these are going to need some tweaking on the logic. A lot of times guys will do the call and that's it. I'm sorry, the edit. See? It's a habit I got to break. Oh, what the hell. I wasn't gonna, but we'll take it. Oh, there's a Slaughter out there? Cool. And JYD. Good. I mean, I got some names I got to start looking up here then. Hey, look at that Ronda Rousey there. Let's see what that's all about. Old school WWF? Nah. Damn, 919. We're going to break 1,000. I love it. That's a good Beth Phoenix. I just don't really have a use for her. Well, you know what? It's Fire Pro. It's not. It doesn't have to be time accurate. I hate Doink with everything I got in me, man. I have more respect for Izzy as a wrestler today than Doink ever. Matt Bourne's okay, but Doink sucks. Dusty, I'm already set for. And I think somebody did do a Dynamite Kid as well. I know somebody's asking about that. There's a good Miz. Oh, yeah. I can get behind that. And that's pretty much the one I have now. I do got to take that tan down a few notches. I've already got a Mankind. Bobby Roode, Bobby Lashley. I don't have a... Do I have Bobby Roode? No, if I do, I'll have to delete one, that's all. No kidding. Well, by the way, that's another name that wasn't in the game. Trent Beretta. I've got the regular Terry Funk. Let's take the ECW version. It's nice when you have an unlimited volume of call space. I'll even take Virgil. If we can get him away from the Walmart signing autographs. What does that mean? Was that cold? It's all right. It's not. It may be, but it's not. It's also true. Yeah, I know I saw one. I'm going to start doing some actual searches for stuff here in a moment. I've got a Cody Rhodes now that I'm liking, so I'm going to stick with that one. Got that. James Storm, CM Punk. Taz, good one too. And if you see somebody who does work you like and you want to check out what else they've done, just click on their name up here and it'll take you to all their stuff. Matter of fact, why don't we do that real quickly? So you got Dean Malenko, Takeshi, And Mike Awesome I already downloaded, so I'm good there. And I'm pretty sure I got Malenko already. There, Slaughter. And they put the sunglasses on him. Entrance attire would have been one thing I would have really liked to see them add this year, but yeah, DiBiase's another one. You're right. I was thinking about that. Rick Rude. Did I not download him? I feel like I did. Okay, so if it has the exterior, you've already downloaded it, so I already had downloaded it. Okay. So that means I don't want to download it again, so let me click out of it. Because I'm going to show you how, if it's X'd off, you've already downloaded it apparently, and I was wondering if it would memorize. Matt Riddle. Thing gets a little bit touchy sometimes. Is that Andre? No, I think it's going to be Harley Race again. Mandy, Kevin Nash, Yokozuna. Richards, huh? I need to find one that I know I've downloaded just to see if it does tell me. Well, they got the face and everything in the game. I feel like I don't know if I got one or not, but I think I downloaded a Muda. I did. Haven't played him yet, but looked okay to me. Steve Corino, Rikishi, Bret Hart, Ciampa. Smith Jr. You got the LOD. These guys came out really sharp. Oh, these look pretty good too, don't they? Oh, Matt Hardy. Yeah, man. It's hard to tell if that's such a crappy thumbnail. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. My bad. Yeah, well, that would stand to reason, wouldn't it, Infrared? Who knows him better than they do? Plus, why would they not have had him in this game? Isn't he part of New Japan, or is he part of Noah? Or I'm not well versed. All right, let's go with the searches now. We'll start with Arn. And there he is. I wonder whose head he used. No Tully Blanchard yet. Down here, please. Let's go with Michael Hayes. And I'm trying to remember, Gordy. celebrities in the game so far as edits are concerned, but I don't think he's in the game as part of the roster. Well, that explains why he's not in the game then. Yeah, Stevie Rich is pretty cool, dude. I can totally see him gaming online. Yeah, if there was a Tom Zank, man, they'd have to raise the price on this game just a little bit. Well, there's a whole lot more of them now than there was. I know I did download, I want to say probably this guy here. It was one of these two. Yeah, it would have been this one because it was all in English. But I really like the way this one looks. And I'm kind of liking the way this one looks too, for that matter. Of course, that's the later stages. Oh, man, we got all the pictures, don't we? I think I'm going to stick with what I got for the moment. All right, was there any other names that we were mentioning? Rock and Roll Express. I was just thinking of them minutes ago. Okay, let's do that. I was tempted to make it myself, and I was like, no, man, somebody's going to beat me to it, and I might as well let them do all the hard work. Looks solid. All right, so we're going to take that. And I'm willing to bet he did Robert Gibson, because why would you do one and not the other? Ah, look at that. Megumi Koto. I wish I knew who that was, but I don't. All right, what other names am I thinking of? Oh, Dynamite. Dynamite Kid. Oh, man, I thought somebody said Dynamite was up. Which one of you lied to me? Did I misspell the word? I don't think so. Nope. Well, let's try Benoit, because we can kill two birds with one. That's really not the right word for it. I was going to say we can kill two birds with one stone, because I use him for Benoit, and then I can come back and just copy and paste and change up the costume a little bit, and maybe the head. And I will have... Nobody did Benoit? Are you shitting me? No, I refuse to believe that. If not, I'm going to have to go and do it. That'll be another 1,000 easy. Holy cow. Serious as a heart attack. You know what? I'm a firm believer, Lewis, that every wrestler somewhere has a super fan. So the fact that you got Tom Zink, he appreciates that, I'm sure. Now, back in the day, there were a lot of girls that were into Tom Zink, too, but he was an okay wrestler. I'd probably give him a little more hard time than he's deserving of, but he was a pretty boy. Let's just call it what it is. Ooh, Johnny B. Bad. Let's see. Because it wouldn't be a complete game unless you had a bad man. Dadgummit. No JBB. And that's another easy one to make. Oh, dude, I totally forgot he passed away. Way too young. The Repo Man. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. And you're still a wrestling fan anyway. Just messing, Benjamin. All right. Good thing to start going off of right now. Everybody, let me know who your first wrestling crush was. Who was your guy that you were just like, leave him alone, man, or else? I would have to say mine was Jimmy Snuka, because when Ray Stevens pile drived him like 3 or 4 times on a concrete floor, I was throwing shit at the TV. I was planning on how I could get a hold of a gun and go to Madison Square Garden and shoot Lou Albano. I was just all about the Superfly. Yeah, I think it was a little more than a couple days ago, though, wasn't it? It was like a week or two, maybe. But I remember Chris Champion very well here in Florida when he first broke in. And that was where the new breed started before they moved over to WCW. Or NWA. They may have been NWA at that time. Why would I have to back out? Oh, Raven's another good one, too. What if I just put... I don't know how many... I haven't tried customizing... But let's see. It doesn't bring anything up. Okay. I think you have to use one of their filters. I don't think you can put your own. Quote the Raven, nevermore. All right, here's what we're going to do. For those of you who don't know, the way you upload now is you close down the game. Some stupid logic in this thing, man. I'll tell you what. So you close down the game and you restart it. And all that stuff I just clicked on should be in there now. So when it boots up here in a second, you're going to see it. God, I hate that opening. It is like an ice pick through the brain, literally. You know, I got to be honest with you. I was a Paul Roma fan and Jim Powers, man. I thought those guys were the shit, man. $1 million bodies. They could wrestle. Man, they should have had the tag team titles, even if it was only for 2 months. Hogan, but fuck him now. Why is it when I read that all I hear is Jim Cornette? You know, back in the day, we made a lot of money with Hulk Hogan, but you know what? Fuck you, man. So there it is, downloading 109, my load. Now, I don't know what that really refers to. Is that my overall download count or what that number really represents? But I didn't just right now download 109 things. Collectively, maybe that's my number. I don't know. But happily, it loads up pretty quickly. Ah, but that's not true. The Rockers did have the belts for one whole day. And I believe on one of the many Shawn Michaels compilation DVDs, they actually finally showed the match. So for anyone who doesn't know the history of that match, it was the Rockers against the Hart Foundation. And it was one of those all-day-long TV tapings where they were doing, like, you know, Superstars of Wrestling and whatever other wrestling and this wrestling and Saturday Night Main Event Wrestling. So if you got there at 7 p.m., you didn't go home till 1 in the morning. And I did several of those, and it was brutal. I don't care how much a fan you are. After 6 hours, it's like, I just want to go home. And they wouldn't let you go home because they needed a full audience, so they made you stay. No, I'm just kidding about that last part. You could leave. But, and then they would sprinkle the main events in so that you wouldn't leave. I look back on it now, and it's like giving a crack addict a little bit of marijuana just to, yeah, all right, we got some crack. Just stick around for another hour, man. Here, have a joint. But What got me on this subject? Oh, the Rockers. So they were wrestling at one of these all-night affairs, and they were supposed to win the belts, and technically they did win the belts. However, during the match, I believe it was the top rope broke. And by broke, the turnbuckle came loose, and we've seen that happen on a few occasions. And they finished the match with only 2 ropes. Wasn't pretty. And this was before the days of internet. So, if you weren't there, you didn't know shit. They put the belts on the Rockers, they won, they celebrated, whoo-hoo, and they left. Vince is like, I am not showing that piece of shit match on TV. No way, no day. Give the belts back. They were supposed to do a rematch. They were going to give them the belts then. And something went to shit. I don't know if maybe Jannetty had a few issues or Sean or I don't know. Something come up, threw a monkey wrench in the works, and the rest, as they say, is history. They never got the belts. But they had them for a day. I wonder if you can find that on YouTube. It'd be interesting. I bet it's up there by now. Fuck you. Didn't count. If the Midnight Express didn't win the belts, then nobody won the damn belts. Yeah, the match was total dog shit. I do recall that. But, man, you're wrestling in half a ring with a rope down. What do you want to do? You know what? That reminds me of ECW. I forget which of their pay-per-views back in the day. And it was Taz and Bam Bam for the TV title, if I'm not mistaken. Where Bam Bam has Taz on his back. He free falls back towards the corner of the ring, and they fall through the fucking ring. And, like, today I'm pretty convinced that was a spot, obviously. But back in the day, I was questioning whether it was a spot or not. And the only reason for that is they still had a main event to do. It's like, you fuckers, you're going to do a main event, you're only going to have half a ring? How the fuck's that supposed to work? And it was Shane Douglas defending the world title against, I believe, Lance. I think Lance was who he was fighting. And they did. They fought in 3/4 of a ring, man. They had to stay. They put, like, caution tape across that corner. It was so friggin' ECW and barnyard shit. OSW review shows the match. All right, guys, if you ain't seen that match at some point in time, make sure you check it out. It is a piece of wrestling history, and it's hard to watch. It's brutal. Yes, Heat Wave. That's right. It was a summertime event. And that was Shane against Lance. Am I right? See how good my memory is. All right, so we're going to go to edit mode. We're going to edit the team. And once you get into there, then you can transfer your wrestlers. I'm going to go to retired wrestlers, which is where all these guys go until you assign them somewhere. So let me see what we got here. We got Rick Rude. I got to work on this one. Oh, I'm going to probably just delete him and find another one. There'll be another one that I don't have to go through all the work. So we got Rick Rude. Drew. I don't know. Is Drew is he a baby face right now or a heel? He's a heel, isn't he? I think he is. And we'll have to take a look at Matt because he's supposed to have the white hair. How about that heel turn of Becky Lynch? Man, that didn't blow up in their fucking faces. Dawson and Wilder have come a long way, man. They're supposed to be heels, and now they're pretty much well-liked. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live with that hair, though, on Slaughter. I might have to do something with that. See, that was the other thing you could do in the old game. So you take the head and load it in like that. And again, each level of the hair, as you see the shade changing, you could change it manually, each shade level. So it would have been a little easier to make Arn look with that male pattern balding thing going on. But that is pretty solid, I gotta say. All right, so we're going to take all those guys, and we're going to move them to the WWE heel roster. Eventually, I'll break it down into, like, WWF, WWE, but for the moment. All right, now we bounce over to here. We're going to get rid of that guy, so I'm just going to ignore him for the moment. So now we're going to go to our faces. And we'll go to WWE faces. And we're kind of just whittling this retiree roster down slowly but surely. Indie, and again, I'll eventually break it down into ECW and all these other factions later on. I'm gonna keep that one out a minute. We'll go to our NWA, and then everything. Oops. Okay, that's that. Go to our Fire Pro Wrestling Network. Well, they're backpedaling on it because it blew up in their fucking faces, man. She's supposed to have this heel turn, and everyone's out there chanting, Becky, Becky. It's like, well, fuck, that didn't work. All right, uninstall. We're going to go back there and take out Grandmaster Sexay. I don't recall seeing Sami Zayn in there. So they do have it in English part of the way, but again, for me to change it, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. For me to change it, I got to go through all those steps, and it just ain't worth it. Oh, it was a tag team match. I really thought it was a world title match. Neville does. They did a good job on probably about 10 of these guys. They did an amazing job on. I can only imagine. I don't know that I've heard Jim Cornette tell a story about the Midnight Rockers. I probably did. I know I heard him tell a story. I don't remember about it specifically, but I heard him tell a story about the turn where Shawn put him through the barbershop window. But I don't recall him ever... Yeah, maybe I vaguely recall him saying something about the obvious stealing the gimmick and then stealing the name of both teams. And I know he doesn't have too many kind things to say about Shawn Michaels in general. Of course, he happened to be around for the really bad years. That doesn't help. And I know he's found God and all that other bullshit, but fuck you. I love it. I will cry the day they tell me he's dead, assuming I don't go first, but that will crush me. Why do I not feel like I saw these, like, Velveteen? What did I do with him? Did I move him? I probably did. All right. And we're going to try Dynamite again and see. Somebody here in the group was telling me how to back out and back in to get him. Let's see if there's anything changes. Oh, beautiful Bobby. Speaking of Jim Cornette. It could just be the TV. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't use Hulk Hogan, did you? I see that little greenish in the hair, but that's probably just the TV glare. And it looks like they actually have some of the stripes on them, too. All right, we'll take that. And then, oh, that's the same dude as earlier. All right, he hasn't put Condrey up or Stan Lane up yet. Gotta get on that, man. What you waiting on? There's nothing there. Ah, Dynamite Kid. Now I know what you meant by get back out. Now I got it. So with that in mind, let's try again. Ben Walks. I cannot believe. Wow, only one, though. Yeah, we just grabbed Bob Eaton. Oh, Shiki, baby. The Sheik, the greatest wrestler in all the world. Iran #1. USA tattoo. I always loved it when him and Volkov were running as a tag team. Iran #1. Russia #1. How many? You got room for US up there too, since you got 2 #1s? All right, let me do another check for Slaughter, see if there's any other Slaughters out there. Nope, just the one. All right, let's see. Andre. Surprisingly, I have not seen 100 Andre the Giants. And that's what we're looking for. Wow, Rusimov. Does this have multiple variations? I'm going to hope it does, because he's got it as Andre the Giant. And like I said, I can't go and tweak it without going through all that crap. DiBiase. There he is in all this splendor. Actually looks pretty good from a thumbnail anyway, as much as you can tell. Let's see what else the Klein Kid has done. Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy. And I think that's the same Sting I already downloaded, so... I want to check one more thing before I bail here. I'm presuming whoever's doing the Midnight Express is going to go with Stan Lane, but you never know. There's Bobby, nothing else yet. Nothing there. You know what? Let's check a couple. No Tito? Come on, man. Where the love? And no Morocco. Okay. The Orient Express. So every time that thing plays, I think my head's going to pop like that. All right, we're going to situate these wrestlers that I just uploaded. Then we're going to get into some matches. I keep on saying it, but we're going to actually do it. Living Dangerously. Yeah. That sounds better. Oh, is it three-way? See, I don't recall that part. So I guess that final number there, I get it now. So the final number is how many you're going to have in your count, and the number on the left is where you're starting from. So the next one will start at 116 and go up to however many I download. Got it. And, you know, for what it was, that wasn't a bad match. I mean, again, you got to dance around the freaking gaping hole in the ring. It just seems like they should have planned that out a little better, or somehow orchestrated that to be the last match of the night, which I know would have been a tough sell, but... Or maybe they were just trying to sell the ring breaking as being legit, and, you know, it did at the time. I mean, as much as part of me thought that had to be a thing, it had to be somewhat staged. I was like, well, damn, they fucking wrestled on the thing the entire night and nobody went through it. And when you go back and watch the show, you know, people took bumps in that area. Now, granted, Taz took a pretty legit drop with Bam Bam on top of him, and they both hit the spot, and they came down with a lot of impact, deliberately trying to break through it. But, yeah, definitely sold it in the moment. I'm pretty sure I saw a story with Paulie talking about it where, you know, they talk about the plywood that they used and shit like that. All right, go to our edit team. And transfer. So we got the Iron Sheik. Got Bundy, Stud, DiBiase. And those will all go into the heel category. So that gets us started there. All right, let's try and do something here. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Back out of that. That's not what I want. I want the arena, not the fight style. You got to fight in the other... Well, that kind of bites. Wanted to use the octagon, but without going into the whole... In a 12-sided cage, because that happens. think maybe I have to fill out the roster first before I can do the elimination thing. All right, we'll go with the Indies team. Let's see, go Cody Rhodes. Oh, bald CM Punk. That's good. Haven't done Rob Van Dam yet. Let's throw him out there. I got Bob Backlund because I remember that they spelled his name wrong, so I had to go back and tweak it all out. Nice job on Taz. All right, I put that team together. So we got our Indies, and let's see who we gonna put them up against. AJ Styles. Oh yeah, and you can mix and match too. You can put girls in there with guys. I may end up switching this one out. I'm not real happy with him, and for all the different things I have to do to make it work. Yeah, there's the Bob Backlund. Take Bray Wyatt because he came in good. Really good job on this. Oh, it's Matt Jackson. No wonder it didn't look right. Okay, we're going to have to move him back. I thought it was Matt Hardy. All right, let's see if we can... Why can't you eliminate people? All right, let's see what we get. Yeah, I think I heard that, Jim Cornette. Thank you, fuck you, bye. Yeah, I had a brother love on the old Fire Pro. Entering the ring this time, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles. What the fuck happened to everything? What? Why'd this turn into a one-on-one match? Oh, I don't think I said it as a tag. That's why. So I'm guessing, like, when one of these guys gets eliminated, the next guy jumps in for his team? Cody Rhodes and power slam. Back heel trip, nicely done. Yeah, I think the other three guys on each team are just there to accompany him in the corner. I wonder if they'll get involved or what. Oh, we'll see now, won't we? No, they just let him go by. So how do you guys like the game without the music playing? What do you think? I actually didn't even recognize it missing until I just thought about it now. AJ Styles. They are trading back and forth right in the middle of the ring. Yeah, I just downloaded Dynamite a few minutes ago. I like Daniel Bryan's tights a lot. They look good. Crowd's starting to get a little bit rowdy now. Yeah, I think it makes it a little better not having the music playing. Oh, Crossroads! Oh, we got what? Last man standing rules? I guess I fucked this whole thing up. Yeah, I grabbed Anderson a little while ago too. Thanks, so. I'm looking for Tully Blanchard if anyone sees that, and I guess Stan Lane, the other half of the Midnight Express. Or Dennis Condrey, depending what direction this guy's going. Based on the tights, I would think it's going to be Stan Lane. American Nightmare going to work on the Phenomenal One. I guess that was a KO. And yeah, the other guys were just there to lend moral support. Yeah, another big name left out. You're right. Rowdy Roddy. Cody Rhodes kicking that AJ ass. We got Honky. Wonder whose head they use for Honky. Hey, Craig, hands off, man. He's mine. Just kidding. Toddy the Body. Jesse Wild? Okay. Ricky Choshu. Ooh, I should get that. All right, let's go with Honky first. I was hoping for multiple pictures, but that's all right. Ricky Choshu. Oh, Superfly. Yeah, good call, man. Just got done saying it was one of my favorites growing up, and I haven't even done a search for him. Let's go Snuka Bees here. Superfly. Bunny and Stud I already picked up. Backlund I got. Nobody put Morocco up yet, it looks like. Let's go and double check that real quick. Nope. How the hell is that possible? We got both of those already. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Oops. I do need to pick up a Bachwinkle. I think what I need to do is focus on like an AWA roster and start going down the list and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I saw Vern. Not a fan. To me, even when he was in his prime, he just looked like an old man. He had the bald head thing, and it wasn't like Stone Cold Cool bald. He had a bald head and a dad body, so never could understand. Well, yeah, find out later on, it wasn't that he had a draw or anything like that. It was that he owned the company, so he could do that shit. We got one for each. Dang it. I think we'll do one more match here and see. Small match. I bet if I would have put run-ins on that last one, we might have seen a little bit more. You can list them as a second. I didn't catch that before. Yeah, Stampede would be good. Hey, well, let's just go straight tag team match here for a minute. Not really seeing a whole lot different there. Not what I wanted, but that's all right. All right, let's see what we get here. Now, I haven't done a Bockwinkel. Thought about it. I did the Ronda Rousey. I had done a CM Punk that I've since removed, because some better ones were put up afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the team of the LOD, the Legion of Doom, Zack and Kojima. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 928 pounds, the captain, the Great Muta, his second, Ricky Choshu. They're joined by Evil and Kyle. I know who Kyle is, I just can't think of his last name. All right, well, this time they're all wrestling as a tag team. I don't know what the difference was. I must have put something in weird. Great Muta going for that tilt-a-whirl around the world, the gorilla spin. And he gets tossed out to the floor. Ricky Choshu. Oh, wait, Muta comes back and he's hot. Leaves the steel chair in the ring. Nice suplex all the way out to the floor. Ricky Choshu. Tag made. Here comes Hawk. Meantime, that steel chair just laying there in the middle of the ring. Hawk with the press overhead slam down to the canvas. The double team. Now things start to get a little bit out of control. I have not seen a Kevin Sullivan yet. I looked yesterday. So I haven't seen a good or a bad one. I've seen none. Total elimination. Evil going to work. Thought he's going to go for the brain buster on the chair. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Oh, I thought he was going to hit with that running clothesline. Damn, that backfired miserably. Spear! Hawk now locking up with Evil. By the way, what a great name, right? A lot of thought went into that one. Oh, what we call you? We got to come up with a good name. Oh, yeah. Evil. Oh, yeah. Evil. Evil. Yo, Bishop. What's up, man? The big slam by Road Warrior Hawk. Damn. Double clothesline. John, how's it going, man? Yeah, I wouldn't think it'd be too hard to make a good Kevin Sullivan. They definitely got enough parts here for that. And he's got a pretty simple costume. You ain't got to worry about too much there. Shoulder tackle, and down goes the Road Warrior. He's in trouble. Joshu trying to draw submission. There's that double clothesline again. I wonder if they have the Doomsday device. They must. Nice. Man, the Hit Squad comes in to break up the pin. Got him in the octopus, couldn't hold on. Clue me in, man. When's the roster reveal? I hadn't heard anything official. Is that a half crab? Right on top of the steel chair. As if that makes it any worse. Depending on time of day that they do the roster reveal, I might get and stream it here. Oh, 30 minutes away. Shit. Well, then, yes. That'd be 1 o'clock. They're going to do the whole roster, or they're going to give us like 1/4 of it and then another one next week and another one. I hate that shit. Just give us the fucking roster, man. Running forearm smash. Yeah, I'll probably pop over and check it out then. You know, part of me is like, I'm not going to lose any time over it. I'll just wait till it's all done and somebody puts a list up that I can scroll down. I'm hoping they're going to have some good news out of this. I mean, you know, let us know how many call slots we're going to have. Let us know. The full roster would be nice. I mean, there's no point in dragging it out personally. I'm sure they'll have some gameplay footage, I would think. And there is an electronics show in another week or so. I can't remember the name of it. That industry leaders seem to think that they will probably have actual gameplay going on there. So surprised that they missed E3. That thug mentality, the wolf pack, if you will. Yeah, revealing two people is a good way to piss off your fan base, too. Pandemonium breaking loose in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Referee is not able to control the action anymore. All 8 men at once. Hard to tell who's legal. Small package by Evil. He nined them. I gotta say, the New Japan guys really do look pretty good. Save made. You know, with 8 of these guys, I don't know how you're ever gonna not break up the pin. The Gorilla Press Slam. Muta slammed, almost landed on the chair. Now there's 2 chairs in the ring. Uh-oh. And I'm not sure if they have the green mist this year. I mean, they have a move for mist, but then when you look at it, it doesn't actually blow mist out. Now, maybe in the actual in-ring stuff, it does. Damn, he's going Abdullah on him. And the blood is flowing. Got a little bit too close to the wrong part of town, and now there it is. The green mist is in. And I love the way it actually got up there and covered him along with the blood. It's got a good mix. It looks real. Got blood stains on the canvas. Everyone's in the ring except the Legals. What a clothesline. Now the double team, it is Muta on the receiving end. You see the green on the chest of the Road Warrior. Meantime, in the ring, we've got action going on. Evil. And it spills out to the floor. He just got caught. Cutter out of nowhere. Muta with a moonsault. There's a critical. It's over. You don't break that one up. Oh, critical. No, no. Yeah, yun. Something about the Japanese announcers, man. They always sound like they coming out of like a bar and find their cars being towed away. Makes me wish I knew what they were saying, because I tell you, listening to them is funny as shit. "29 minutes? Really? Didn't feel that long. Or was that game time? I always thought the game time was accurate time. Shit, that's 30 minutes. That got 100%, by the way. Just saying. Match of the year contender right there. Oh, that reminds me. Damn it, where's my paper? Stand by for just a moment, please. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back. As I mentioned, I think yesterday in the stream, we're going to be doing our year-end awards for the 2K season. So some I've already got ready to go, and this is where you guys will vote on it. And I'm going to do a separate video for that, so you don't have to worry about any of it now. But still working on Match of the Year contenders. But if you want to take a look at Match of the Year contenders, there's a playlist just for that. In the meantime, the top 4 pay-per-views, partially based on overall ratings, but then again, newer videos won't have as high a rating. But they are Legends Mania 3, the Great American Bash from the 4th of July, to kick it off, Tuesday in Texas, and Gold Rush. That doesn't mean you can't write your own in, but those are the top 4 based on numbers and just overall experience that I felt for top pay-per-views. You guys will, again, on this other video I put up in the very near future, you'll get a chance to vote. And then probably right around the 3rd or 4th of October, just before the game drops, we'll do the special. Best Wrestler of the Year, Ric Flair, Vader, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Lawler. Again, you can pick your own based on the way the season ran, but those are the top 4 I feel. Manager of the Year, James J. Dillon, James E. Cornette, Kevin Sullivan, and Oliver Humperdinck. There will be a category for Created Wrestler of the Year. That will be completely up to you guys. I am not going to put any list up for that. Whoever gets the most wins. I think it's safe to say Tongueless will probably win one way or another, but just saying. And now it doesn't matter if you don't know whose creation it is. Just pick out which wrestler you think was the best created wrestler. And it'll probably be Tongueless. And then we're going to have Match of the Year, as I said. I just have to... I got to skim through them at the very least and remind myself. Some of them got in there, and then there were clear winners after that were better. So we'll check that out. We have about 11 minutes, I guess, until they make this announcement of roster. So we got time for another match. Let me back it up here a minute. Tournament, League, Battle Royal. I haven't even looked at this mission mode. What is all that about? We're going to vote, Bishop, on a new video that I put out in another probably couple of days. I mean, we're a month away, so we got time. Maybe I'm going to say Monday or Tuesday, I'll post a video with some clips from the season past. And, yeah, go from there. Oh, this is the tutorial. I'd heard somebody mention the tutorial. I just hadn't seen it. All right, not going to mess with that right now. Oh, so it's 15 minutes instead of 30. Okay, good to know. I did do it on day 1 a little bit. And I'll probably get back to it at some point in time. I got to admit, though, it wasn't really... It's the same reason I don't do story mode in the WWE games. They generally don't do anything for me. But I'll give it a shot eventually. I'm going to play edit mode. All right, we don't want a tournament. Don't want a league. All right, exhibition it is. Landmine. All right, we're going to go gruesome. go Taz. Oh, you can't do... Why not? Wait a minute. What's going on here? I've seen people use that octagon for, like, 8 people. They got Landy pop up. That's cool. Go landmine deathmatch and see what that does. Perfect. Goldberg. So the only way to get the octagon is... I'm missing something. I've seen multiple fighters in the octagon. If he has the shirt and kilt, that usually means that they have a couple of other settings, attires where he won't have it. Usually. Let's try this. Maybe it's this. We'll just go choose. Let's see. Little Bray Wyatt in there. Which one is the octagon? It's definitely not that. I don't think it's this one. I'll try this. I love the play-by-play. Piper's up. Scott Steiner's up. Funny. In the meantime, let me get my YouTube up. What the hell, man? Coming down to the ring, led by the Nitro Dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. I've really got to check into the whole... Oh, it's the arena. And his tag team partner, the death-defying Jeff Hardy. Wasn't there supposed to be a tag team match in this? Oh, again, they got people outside the ring. Shit on that.
Guys, welcome back to the channel and another batch of WWE 2K19 news, and I still have a big update.
All right, we got about 3 minutes to the 2K19. I'm not going to run the video of it because I might get in trouble for that. You know what I might do? I might, as they start doing roster reveal, I might try and find them on Fire Pro and download them. They made Taz way too thick and too big. He's got to be thinned out a bit. Or maybe they just made Jeff too small. Probably a combination of both. I think Jeff's too small. He needs to be bigger than that. Yeah, man, Red Shoes looks bigger than Jeff Hardy. That's the problem. Head first. And Taz has got the submission hold on him. He's in trouble. What the hell's Taz doing on the top rope? Yeah, that could happen. See, the good thing about this game, though, is I can go back in and just tweak that setting, and he'll never go up there again. Taz plexes him, and that should be it. Oh, he nines him. Oh, that's a good idea, Craig. Oh, Taz flexed into the buckle, but somehow Jeff Hardy got up from that first. Oh, that's got to be it. Kata Hajime, and it's over. And he flips off Bray Wyatt. I'll tell you what, folks. I'm going to let everybody kind of focus on the roster reveal. I think I'm going to do the same, and I got to make a bathroom break and all that other good stuff. So I think we're just going to call it a day right now with this. But there will be more to come in the near future. Trust me, I'm starting to get my Fire Pro itch on. All right, guys, enjoy the roster reveal. We'll get together probably tomorrow and discuss what we like, don't like, and all that other stuff. Somebody had a great quote on one of my videos. He says, man, I hear really good things about 2K19. Yeah, I hear very good things about 2K everything until the game comes out. All right, y'all have a great day. I will catch you all hopefully tomorrow, and we can discuss 2K and play Fire Pro. I will catch you next time right here ringside. Take care, everybody.